My name is Joey. I work in a photo archive office in a big building. Every day, I sit at my desk, check old pictures, and save them in the computer. My job is quiet, and my life is simple. I wear the same gray suit, eat the same lunch, and take the same train. Nothing exciting ever happens. But in my mind, everything is different. Sometimes I imagine I am a mountain climber. Sometimes I am a brave firefighter or a pilot flying through storms. These dreams make me feel alive. But they are only in my head. In real life, I just press keys on my computer. One morning, my boss came in. He looks worried. Joey, we need photo number 25A, he said. It's the most important picture for our final magazine issue. I checked the file. It was missing. My heart dropped. This photo came from Alex, a famous photographer. He travels the world and sends us pictures. I always take care of his film carefully, but now one photo was gone. If we don't find it, it will be a big problem, my boss said. I nodded, trying to stay calm, but inside I was scared. I had to find that photo. I went through Alex's old letters. In one note, he wrote, "If you can't find the photo, maybe you will find the moment." What did that mean? Then I saw a train ticket in the envelope. It was from Greenland. That was the last place Alex visited. Maybe he was still there. For a moment, I thought about going to Greenland. Then I laughed. Me? Travel to another country? I had never even been on a plane. But something inside me said, go. For the first time in my life, I listened. I packed my bag with a few clothes and my passport. At the airport, I felt nervous. The people, the noise, the big plane, it was all new. When the plane took off, I closed my eyes. My heart beat fast, not from fear, but from excitement. After many hours, I landed in Greenland. It was cold and quiet. The streets were small, and the people spoke with soft voices. I showed a photo of Alex to a man in a cafe. "Do you know this man?" "Yes," he said. "He went with the fishing boat yesterday." A boat. That was my next step. The fishing boat was large and rough. I asked the captain if I could come with them. He laughed. "You don't look like a fisherman." "I'm not," I said, "but I need to find someone." He looked at me for a moment. Then he said, "Okay." We sailed into the ocean. At night, a storm came. The waves were huge. Water hit my face. I held the side of the boat tightly. But I didn't feel afraid. For the first time, I felt real. I wasn't dreaming anymore. I was living. The boat stopped in Iceland. I learned that Alex had taken a bike ride to a volcano. A volcano? That sounded crazy. But I rented a bike and followed his trail. The road was long and windy. I passed rivers, trees, and small houses. My legs were tired, but I kept going. At the volcano, I didn't find Alex, but I found a boy who had seen him. He left yesterday. He said he was flying to Afghanistan. The boy said, "Another country, another chance." I smiled. My journey wasn't over yet. In Afghanistan, I walked for hours through dusty roads and rocky paths. People looked at me strangely. I didn't speak their language, but I showed them Alex's photo. Finally, a man pointed to the mountains. "He is there," he said. I hired a local guide, and we climbed the high hills. It was cold and quiet. At the top, we saw a group of people. Among them was Alex. I ran to him. "Alex!" He looked at me and smiled. "Joey, what are you doing here?" We sat together on a rock, looking at the snowy mountains. I came to find photo 25A. I said, it's missing. Alex nodded. I didn't send it. It's special. Can I see it? He took out a small envelope and handed it to me. I looked at the photo. It showed a group of workers in our office, laughing, drinking coffee, just being themselves. This? I asked. Yes, Alex said. Sometimes the best moments are right in front of us. I returned home after weeks of travel. My skin was darker from the sun, my clothes were worn, and my heart was full. At the office, everyone looked at me in surprise. Is that really Joey? Someone whispered. I walked to my boss and gave him the photo. This is it, I said. The missing moment. He looked at it and smiled. It's perfect. I didn't tell anyone about the mountains or the storm. I just smiled and sat at my desk. But inside, I had changed forever. Now, I still work in the same office. I still wear a suit, but something is different. I know I am not just a man who checks photos. I'm someone who chases his dream. Sometimes I still dream, but now I also live my dreams. I don't need big adventures every day. I just need to remember that life is full of beauty, even in small things. And sometimes all it takes to change your life is one small step.